within the shortest possible time. They have borrowed almost 59 billion.
Audio Jungle.
After election, no campaign. Damn you, who are in your papa shilling him a high Thera TV. Some strobas or not subscribing. And watch share a day a mammy. I'm going to say after election, no campaign.
After election, no campaign.
Yes, you want to say 3-1. You Sakura, you punk. Maybe under my foot here, Abia, what course you be one shiny one Kasa one. When you bounce near you Sakura. And run a State of the Nation address, a course.
The Nkukwan Kitty project.
Koba no ne yewura Mahama nkwa na ho mo ikoye no parliament don kuma fo a don kase fo ha e minority ni majority ne eja ma ewura Mahama ko ma bibia kasa back to back kasa no koso ina no ne I say ebi mu ni age ne arehoso anase ebi mu so enwiwi na ekowie chi no yewura Mahama kan say abaya na ewo so abesin ko no niam bi wo ho wan ye if you wan ye bi 1 or 2 bi wan ye wie ma si ano aba be shem kina wa tutu niam yie na bibia ko yie ewo Ghana kan bibia wie na eja o se dom kuma ne dom kasefo so mpinfo mo de da no na bibia voice out back ne ekoye nim na dom kasefo gi mic no na eja voice out just some seconds bi.
My colleagues in black So, Speaker, it is obvious that they left this economy in a miserable state.
We no dani mic ne ma dom kuma for mi chere wura fa nyoma ke na die nim no voice it out o kani na no che se yewura Mahama o kasa na mi hwe odi na me twense anka odi nia me bi be hihye eni nia me bia anka enko yie no be yie free bet.
The president again says that he has delivered less ministers, but it is clear that his strategy is if less, more divide. You have appointed few ministers, but more and more and more presidential staffers and more committees. But this time
is why
because
the
president we knew very well was bringing us a message of hope.
The president again came to this house with a familiar story, the usual lamentations. He packaged it in a language as though we have a new beginning. Mr. Speaker, if the president has any concerns, his duty is to fix it.
Yura afenyo busu a wakasa ina no because speaker man 1 minute. One yen in temple boni titi wa 1 minute na ebe so bet no nka hwe oguso okasa na na speaker chance stop o so jai na che omapo no okay nti o se eja obia park ni niama omomu chia no mu chia na bibia koso jojo nti wo mu no dom kuma fo mu kire se niama e course no niama e ewura mampanyi be kan e State of the Nation address na as no ankoyie nti o se o mu ye press conference bi na Ghana ina ehu se niama na waka no wanka ne ye nti o se bi I don't know obe se obe twa asan yi o se obe heden yi o I don't know na don so e kire se after election no campaign.
After election no campaign.
So kase we are wie so be den you be den we wie nti still now no don kuma for ntias nti omu ye press conference.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's one thing I want you to know, that our president did not address the true state of the nation's economy. We have a lot of time will not allow me.
Free media for any now, media for any now, so by a press conference. Say, you man penny address nation because Niama 1 or 2 be or fancy shape. Not just say you a Kufado also no, or Niama Bebre, affordable houses, ni now and fancy shape. Yes, one cast out 3 1. You use Sakura until some more voice out. Nagana for Hunia, Koso.
One statement that he made that I was very much surprised was the fact that we had left billions of cedis at the defense ministry. But he failed to tell us the crisis that was looming. He himself emphasized the point that our boundaries were threatening our country. In fact, this is what I have. I'll hand over to you. At the defense ministry, unprecedented achievements in the area of acquisition of equipment that has given us security as a country. He did not talk about it.
Mamuche said, State of the Nation address, yeah, Mahama, my. Ankase no address ni nye say na nka also address no ombe kasa bebre di niama ni bi fixe ye omo si o ewura Ekufuado time owo so no yewe sagrame ni ande ade okasa mo kasa ye si o waye we.
Ladies and gentlemen, our president failed to talk about the fact that Agenda 111 is ongoing. And that some of the projects, we have completed them. Government is about continuity. Government is about continuing what has been done. You remember the popular affordable house by Omanpanyi Kufuor. Previous government, being the NDC, abandoned this project. It had to take Nanado and Baumia's government to even complete those projects. Now he talked about railway sector. Tell me in the history of this country, apart from Nanado's government, who has accomplished unprecedented projects in the area of railway sector? Driving from here to Ho, you encounter about such major railway projects for crossing the roads. We have commissioned some of them and even brought into practice or operation coaches that are operating now. So if the president is trying to create the impression that the economy was so bad and it was criminally mismanaged, that is the reason he's been given the mandate. And that is why he was trying to intimidate the judiciary by describing the judiciary in a bad way. But ladies and gentlemen, the same economy was able to take care of the poor child, implementing most of the enviable projects in terms of social intervention in kind and in cash on the continent of Africa and on the globe.
Don't come out from it. Omunde Yehora Mahama sees no. And you have 2 months here, 50 days, emunie, ne ska we borrow no 59 billion. How many commitments?
But for free SHS, over 100,000 young ones would have been home. But for Nanado's government, NHIS had already collapsed under first Mahama's administration. School feeding had collapsed. LEAP had collapsed. In fact, teachers and nurses' allowances, the most essential services in any economic jurisdiction, is education and health. But he cancelled all of them, making some of poor Ghanaians coming home only to be confronted with unwanted pregnancies. And some got into drugs. So we are saying that MPP government, in spite of the economic crisis that was unprecedented since the First World War, we've been able to restore the economy. We handed over a restored economy to the Mahama government. A working economy, operationally, it was so fundamentally correct that the economy that we left, in terms of primary macro indicators, in terms of secondary macro indicators, in terms of education, in terms of agriculture, in terms of health, they actually inherited a better economy. All the payments he's talking about, where did they get money from? Where did they get money from? Within this shortest possible time, they have borrowed almost 59 billion Ghana cedis. Only in 50 days. Less than 2 months. Less than 2 months. Mahama's administration has borrowed 59 billion, unprecedented.
This so those scanning na mu he. Tumaka tadia so. Nti no donguma for na be voice out abekasa. Because na ti na ye yi yo mo no ti ni nye so mo voice out. Won say Ghana ina hu say ni hama ekoso ni. Ti donguma for no ndra mu ye press conference. Mu kasa ya mu voice out. Ti Thera studio uba so na subscribe na wa share e de amame makrao.